Wheel of Fortune. How can I not? Morning all, it's Saturday, ready for the car boot. I'm running about 5-10 minutes late today. So yeah, but it's windy. I think it's been raining overnight. It's pretty cold, so yeah, very far from, you know, just a week ago when I was in the Lake District and the weather was like brilliant. Million miles from that. It definitely feels like autumn now. So let's go. Fingers crossed we find something. Oh, is it? You got any of the little boards that go with it? Oh, right. Is it just the one?
Just got the one set deck.
Yeah. How much you after for it? For the lot?
How much do you want for them decks?
5.
Yeah. So it's 6 altogether.
Would you do 5 altogether?
Yeah, okay. 5 for the lot then. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Cheers.
Just noticed, right? There's another thing to rock.
Oh yeah.
So I just noticed that then with him being on with it.
Yeah, there you go. Some more bits and
Oh, cool. Thank you.
things go with it, don't they, Graham? Yeah. Just a second.
Cheers, mate. What you will?
It's to sell with ways, alright.
Oh, right, okay. No worries. How was you after to the way?
How much for it weigh?
15.
15. Yeah, after that.
For a pound in the bunches.
Right.
You can have a full box really quick.
Okay, I'll have a look. What have we got? Hi, how much on that?
How mate?
I'll take it. How much are your figures in here?
50 for each in there.
How much on your...
I don't know what's in there,
Right.
but do you reckon that's £2 for all them bits? Or I'm looking to see what's in
Yeah,
it.
if you throw this guy in.
Yeah, I'll throw that in. £2 with that.
Yeah, I'll buy it. If it's in there, it's in there. If it's not, it's fine. It's an older one, isn't it? And
Yeah. I don't know what's in it, I really don't.
no worries, I'll take it.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
25 in a pack.
How much are the bits in your box?
50 pence.
If I buy a few, would you do a little bit better?
Deal if you buy a
Sure.
few. Have a
Have a
read
look.
through.
Need a pound on there?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, Richard.
Should I go back for that wee for £15? Oh, don't know. Probably should. How much are your mugs?
There's a holiday set. I want
Yeah.
£4 for all of them.
Right. Would you do just the mugs for £1 each? Like so £2 a half for just for those two mugs?
I don't want to separate each with them.
Yeah. £3 still lot? No. I only want the mugs, you see.
Pound.
Yeah, I'll take them for 4, please. Thank you. Can I take the box, or do you want the box?
You can have a box. There's a lid underneath.
Alright, brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
How much on the lemony snicket books?
All 13 for £10.
Right.
Make an offer if you really want them.
If you closer to 5.
Maybe 8. Not 5.
How much are these books?
£10 for all 13.
Would you do 8 then, like you said? 8?
You just. Yeah, of course you can have them.
Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, I saw him hovering then, I was like, no, they're
He's
mine.
not having it.
That's happened to me many times before, because I'm so indecisive.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just stand there like thinking about it. Right, how much is your car set?
Hot Wheels. How much is this? Hot Wheels.
Are you 2 on it?
No, I can't. I paid more than that for it.
250?
No,
No.
73.
Okay, I'll take it for 3.
What have you got on that?
Joe, I'll take the money for that.
Can you do a 10? I might be able to scrape together 3.
Yeah, exactly. See you later, Flower.
Hey guys, so yeah, not too much today, but better than I thought, to be honest, considering how quiet it was. So let's load up. And when I'm back, I'll show you what we've got. Yeah, check it out. No more circus anymore. Moved on. How bare it looks without it. Right, next one. £3 for pounds. Morning. Just them, please. Yeah, so I wouldn't usually buy Skylanders, I usually stay away from them like the plague, but a massive bag full for £5. I thought I'd give them a go, because a lot of people seem to do alright with some of them, and then they also seem to sell okay in bundles. Wheel of Fortune. How can I not? How do I? Sorry. How do I do the spin of the Wheel of Fortune?
Book it there, put a pound in and spin it.
Oh, I'll do 2 if that's all right. Right, let's do it. 12. 11. What do we get for 11? I ain't seen no 11s.
Next week, but I think she's training differently. I'm not sure what day she's in.
Thank you anyway.
You're welcome. Sorry about that. Right,
I spun 11.
11.
I don't know. Can't see anything with 11.
11, no, this morning was completed 11 and I couldn't find any. So I let him pick. Can he pick one of these?
I was gonna say, could I do a Funko Pop?
Right, for 11, you can pick whatever you like then.
Thank you. What's is this guy? Who's this? Same guy? Yeah, same guy, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have that, and I'll have another pop.
Have you not got another one already? Oh, you've had one?
I've had one.
Yeah. Sorry about
I'm
this.
feeling lucky.
Can you sort yourself?
Yeah, right.
No, let's put it back on. Come on. Put his drawers back on.
It's 11 again, so I guess I just go through whatever. What have we got? Get another one of them. What are these all about?
Someone said, look at that, how can you buy it? I said, don't tell you that now. Thank you, love. Thank you, love.
It was 11 again, so I'll just take the same thing again. Cheers, thank you. Okay, so I don't think I did too badly then. Sneak peek of what I got. I'll obviously go through it all when I get back. But yeah, not bad. Vintage Duplo. so not much in there. I mean, I say not much, there's a few things in there, but the prices in there are all over the place. It's either like really cheap or really expensive. There's that box of Lego which has been there for weeks. It's like underneath like a shelf where nobody's ever going to see it. 15 quid, like somebody would have it for 15 quid, you know what I mean? Like, from a reselling perspective it's not really worth it, but for anyone else just wanting to go in and get some Lego, 15 quid for what was in there is pretty good. So if it was actually seen by people, it would have been bought. So yeah, let's go to the next one and see what we can find there. See you in a minute.
Hello.
Morning. Yeah, afternoon. Okay, so nothing in there today. Not to worry, let's try across the road. I think they're having a bit of a rearrange, so a few of the shelves are empty. Check out the vintage Thomas trains there. There is some money in them, but it's not really worth it, especially, you know, £2 and £3 each. It's a little bit too much for me. I like this though, model train. I know it's probably just like cardboard, but that's pretty cool. Look at these vintage trees there, made in West Germany. I wonder if they've got some value to them. £3.50 though. Seems a little bit high. Picked up some decent things from this window. That's another thing, like never forget to check the shop windows. I mean, I know it sounds obvious, but I found quite good things before. Sat there, you know, out front of the shop. So you got all these magazines and stuff, but I don't know enough about them really for it to be worthwhile. Plus, if all those maps that I got recently start selling, you know, all of these, I could get a few of these and make a bit of a bundle. They've been there forever. Bus to move to.
There's a dartboard back there. That's why I haven't certain way.
Boots are half tan, you know. The boots are half tan the other day. Yeah, she put them down. I said, oh, I'm trying to get some boots on. It's no lady. So I got it for the
These are worth good money. There's no price. Yeah, so even in that condition, these always do well. I've bought one once from a car boot. I got like the bread bin and a couple other bits for like £1 or something ridiculous. And the bread bin was knackered. I mean, there's cracks all over it and all sorts. I still managed to get about 30 quid for it. But in good condition, we can go for about 60. This is fair condition, so I reckon I'll get about 45-50 for this, plus postage. So that will do. On to the next. Had some really good stuff from here before. Global Crime. Oh, I've just recently bought this myself. Is there any money in it? Not sure. Nope. Did I not buy this game last week?
You did.
The exact same one.
No, yours is a different colour, I feel. I feel like yours
Was
is a
it?
brown one. Well,
I'm gonna have to buy it again, I'm afraid. Okay, so last one of the day coming up now. stick with me for a moment. Now I'll be back with a summary of what I bought today. I think we got a good variety of stuff. What I would say is, like, the longer you do this, the more stuff you tend to find, and it's not because there is actually more stuff, or even that you're going to more shops, although I do go to more than I used to, but I think it's more, you know, you start learning what sells, what doesn't, and you start also learning what price to pay for things. Like, sometimes, I mean, you'll see the same things over and over again, but sometimes the prices are too high, and you'll know, you know, you go into one shop, it might be £5 and you'll be like, no, I know for a £5, no point. But you might find it in another shop for £1 and you're like, yep, yeah, it's worth it. So I'd definitely say, the longer you've been doing this, the easier it becomes to some degree. But obviously things change. You might get £50 for something one day, and the next day it might be worth half of that. That's just the way it is. So you do have to kind of keep on the ball on it to some degree. Okay, so it's a fair few hours later now, and I'll go through some of the stuff I picked up today. It's in no particular order. Everything's kind of everywhere at the moment. So let's have a look. Okay, so we've got this. This is a World Cup 1998 that was in France, a duvet set. It was £4.50 from a charity shop. I've not looked it up yet, but it's brand new sealed. I reckon there's got to be a few quid in that. It is now vintage, believe it or not. Yes, it has been 22 years since France 98. And then we've got these three that were together in a bag. They're all Rubik's branded. I think Matchbox kind of made the Rubik's, or at least some of the Rubik's toys. So we've got these three. Unfortunately, this one, which is the reason I bought them, really doesn't work properly. It's just really stiff. I don't think there's much I can do about that. You can't like get into them. So, but still, you know, it's a vintage kind of retro-y thing. And these two bits are okay. So I'll probably sell it as a bundle. Obviously mentioning that doesn't work properly. I only paid £2. I reckon I can still get at least 10 to 15, if not a bit more, for them. I've got this CD case. I've got it upside down, which is brilliant. It's like the tape ones you get, the kind of ones that they used to sell back in Argos, you know, for probably £10 back in the day. But these days, they do have a bit of value to them. I'm not sure on this particular CD case. I know the tape cases are the same, like the cassette tapes, music cassette tapes, do well. This, not really sure. General CD cases do pretty well, like the more modern looking ones. So I thought I'd give this a go. It was £3.50, and we got some Duplo. I wasn't going to bother with this, but I saw this, like the vintageness of it. I saw that some of these bits, like this one, this guy for instance, is there, and it seems to be like all kind of a mixed vintage set. I'm guessing they were all from like the same person. So that was £4 and that was £3. And we've got cassette tape. I've got the 10p. It's brand new sealed. It's a vintage one. But then we got these two. I had a spin on the Wheel of Fortune, and I got these two. So I got this Brain Drain Jigsaw. It was £2. Now, I don't really know much about this. I kind of thought the design may be the winning thing here, with it being champagne. Yeah, it might make a nice gift for somebody. But I had a look on the back, and it's like 1994. It's like a proper vintage one, which I didn't think it, you know, where has this been for the last 26 years? Okay, so a few more bits that I got today. We've got this bread bin, which is a Rayware one. I don't know if you saw the condition of it when I bought it, like how dirty and stuff it was. It was pretty bad, but cleaned it up now, and it's pretty good. I mean, there is a bit of crazing, which is pretty common on a lot of this older stuff. It just is. It's nothing structurally wrong with it. Like, you can't even feel it to like do that. with your nail, but it's there, and there's, you can't really tell too much inside right now, but when it gets wet, you can see that it's all kind of, you know, crazed inside as well, which is basically just like minor, like minute kind of scratches. Often they come off the factory line like that. It's not really considered a fault. It's just how it is with some of this older pottery, and even some of the newer stuff as well, actually. I obviously take a close-up picture of this and let, you know, the customer decide, basically. But these do really well, and, you know, obviously it takes a bit of packaging, there's a bit of weight to it as well. But even, you know, with this kind of issue, there's like a little bit of a kind of, oh, it's like a manufacturing thing, like a little kind of chip out of it, but smoothed off. And, you know, it's a little bit stained, even though I've cleaned it. And yeah, this should still go for, well, last time I had one, and I've had a few in the last kind of year or two. I think I've sold probably about 5 of this exact type, and then a few variations of this. But this fruit design seems to be pretty much the most popular that I've found. And I've sold them in perfect condition, and I've sold them in really pretty poor condition with like chips and, you know, cracks all over it and stuff, and they still sell. So obviously it affects the price, but I reckon we can get at least 50 for this plus postage. That's what we're going to aim for anyway. Paid £5, so not bad at all. I've got this game. I didn't even look it up. It's I know it's a football game. It's, you know, it's old, but it was only £1, and it's new sealed. It's a big box PC game, so I'm pretty sure there's some value in it. All right, on to the next one. We've got these Skylanders, this Skylander bag full of figures. I would never usually pick up Skylanders, apart from, I think, a few weeks back, I bought the PlayStation 3, or was it PlayStation 4 Skylanders set that was brand new with the video game and stuff. I mean, that, you know, that was an exception. I scanned it in, and it sold quite well. These, though, there's not really any money in them as far as I'm aware. I've looked into them many times before, and there's not many out there that are actually worth all that much. I think they do seem to go quite well in big bulk lots sometimes. Okay, so here's the next lot of stuff we got, and, you know, I think we've done all right today. We've got quite a lot of stuff. You know, no kind of like massive home runs. And we got a load of stuff that's the kind of stuff that sells well around Christmas, so that's good. We've got these books, Series of Unfortunate Events. It's the full set of 13. They're in pretty good condition. A few of them have names written in the front, but it shouldn't, you know, deter buyers too much. I've had that before, and it should be fine. I paid £8, which, you know, you could say I paid up a little bit for them, but not that much. I mean, they go for at least 25, and coming up to Christmas, I reckon they'll go for a bit more than that. Next we have Risk, and again, this was from exactly the same shop as the last one. It's a slightly different version, but it's pretty much the same. It's the older version that has the, you know, the counters that are like this rather than the kind of more like the horses and cannons and stuff. Here we have a Wild Plains of Africa jigsaw. It was only £1. It's brand new sealed. I got this, which is a Pepsi like puzzle can. It was only 50p, but they seem to sell for kind of 10 to 15. You may have seen in the car boot sale footage that I picked up some Hornsey. I only wanted these mugs from what she had, but she wouldn't sell just the mugs. But it's the mugs that are worth some decent money. In the past, I've got up to £15 a mug, selling them separately. So here we have a bit of a mixture of toys. This is a Hot Wheels kind of play set. It was only £3. I'm not really sure about the play set, whether it's actually worth anything itself, but I was just buying it for the Hot Wheels monster truck. And then we've got these Blaze and the Monster Machine trucks. These are also very good. Keep your eyes open for these. Some of the rarer ones are also worth quite good money. Not quite as much as the Hot Wheels, but it's still pretty good. I've got these three here. Disney planes, just a random aircraft, and some Disney sloth guy. I recognise him from something, not entirely sure what. I get these figures sometimes when they're interesting looking ones. I think that they might sell by themselves if they're a rarer one, or if not, lock them up with other Disney characters and sell them like that. Same with the planes. I'll buy them when I see them and I'll lock them up. And this just looks like a cool plane. I've sold a load of planes quite recently. Missing a wheel, but that's fine. And then these, I paid, what did I pay? So I paid £1 for 3, and then I paid about 25p for the other. These guys, they're nothing special, but I've sold them a few times before. If you kind of get cool photos of them, you can like pose them and have them like dancing and whatever you want, really. If you've got like a tank or a Jeep or something for them, they sell a bit better. Like this, I'll probably aim for about 15 or 20. I pay £2 for the lot. Okay, so this is the last lot, although honourable mentions to the Ratatouille crew, the 3 figures I got from Ratatouille. I have no idea where I've put them. They're obviously in my house somewhere. My kids have probably taken them and they're probably never going to be found again. But yeah, they pay, what did I pay for them? 80p for the 3. So they seemed like a rarer kind of thing. I thought they might be worth a few pounds. I don't know, I've not looked into them yet. So this is the last lot. We have these tech deck half pipes with kind of grind pole things. Now, I don't know if this is kind of proper tech deck or not. I'm going to say it's probably not, because I'm not seeing any kind of company name or anything. It just says made in China. So, not really sure on that. Paid did I pay 5 or did I pay 4? I think I paid £4 for the lot, including one of these brand new. So, I mean, obviously this looks like proper tech deck. I have no idea how much it goes for, but for £4, yeah, give it a go. Alright, and then we got this, which is missing loads of bits. I've not tested it out yet. The battery compartment looks clean though. Is it, I mean, I feel like it's G.I. Joe. I could be wrong. 1986 by Super Toys. Yeah, not sure. And then last but not least, we have this. It's a Big Fun, Big Loader set. I've had a very similar one before. Slightly bigger set than this. That sold for good money. I can't think how much. What was it, about 50 or 60 quid plus postage, I think. This won't go for quite as much. Obviously it has to all be there, but if it's not all there, I'm not too worried. This will sell just for parts. I could sell these pieces. You know, other people have this set where they're missing, you know, bits and bobs. I'm going to be the guy, if it's not all there, who is just selling them the pieces. I'm happy to do that with something like this, which is a bit older. Yes, that's a lot of stuff to go through, and I think we're going to make some pretty good money on this stuff. So thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, 12. Oh.